Hey everyone, this is Demari, and of course here is Mr. Crow. If you haven't been introduced, you like to say hello. And welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing the new moon in Cancer tarot readings for all three signs in the element of Earth, okay? So we'll be looking at Taurus first, then we'll move over to Virgo, and then finally over to Capricorn. So if you want to skip ahead to the individual signs, you can find your timestamps in the description box below. Just to let you know, it is a general reading, so please don't try and force this to apply to your situation. If it doesn't, take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. If none of it resonates, it's not your message. However, you can take a look at this reading in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac placements, and see which video's title resonates for you most. All right? So just to let you know, I'll be using 3 different decks. First, I'll be pulling the main energy from the Isis Oracle deck. Next, I'll be pulling 2 cards from the Moonology deck. And then finally, I'll be pulling some tarot from the Intuitive. So let's have a look and see what's happening for you guys at this present time with this powerful transition that's currently taking place. So the first sign I will jump over to now will be the sign of Taurus. So before I do that, just a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, and subscribing. It means the world to me to have your support on my channels. Thank you so much. I hope you find this useful in whatever capacity that it applies for you. And if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to do so. I'd love to see you here. Okay, so let's see what's happening for the sign of Taurus. So, what is it that the divine sources like to reveal? Ooh, at this time for you. So, Taurus, you have wings of Isis uniting with the angelic self. Amazing. So this is you tapping into this aspect of yourself. So we'll have a look at the booklet and see what it has to say in regards to this energy. We'll just take a quick read of the summary. So let's have a look. The last card of the deck. So, wings of Isis uniting with the angelic self. You have a let's try that again. You have a special spiritual relationship with the angelic worlds. Part of your soul purpose is to birth angelic consciousness and values such as fearlessness, compassion, and service into this human culture. This oracle brings you angelic assistance and intervention, and confirmation that any impressions you may have had that you belong not only to the human kingdom, but also to the angelic one are correct. Amazing. So you may have various angels and archangels trying to reach out to you at this time to remind you of who you truly are, your true connections to the spiritual realms, okay? And the loftier places and planes of existence. So you may have some kindred spirits there from the sounds of it, which is pretty awesome. So you're going to get a lot of assistance from the angels and archangels. So if you're in a rut at the moment, or there's anything that you're feeling unsure about or need more assistance or divine guidance, don't be afraid to reach out, because they are very close to you at this time and they will offer the assistance you need. So that's amazing, right? What more can one ask for, really? Okay, so let's have a look in regards to the Moonology deck for you, Taurus. So yeah, coming to the realization of who and what you truly are. Awesome. So the first card you got is the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. This is exactly what we were just talking about, right? What did I just say? If there's anything you're unsure of that you don't feel like you can quite clear up when you go deep within and do the meditative work, reach out. You will get the answers that you need. You'll get the support and the assistance needed, okay? That will help guide you through this process. That will help you tap into that inner knowing if you're having a little bit of difficulty with that this time. If you're unsure of anything, or you feel like there's some fear attached to a certain area of your life or a certain situation that's playing out, there is no need to, keep it to yourself, right? That you can call upon that divine assistance, okay? That doesn't make you any less courageous or strong, or make you weak in any way, right? To reach out. That it's necessary. At times you'll need to do that. And it's essential that you do that because the assistance is there. And the more you tap into that, the more you connect, the more you'll come to better understand yourself. All right, so amazing. Next card you have is South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. Amazing. So yeah, this is very interesting because this is talking of your past experiences, limiting beliefs that you may have from yourself that were formed very early on in your childhood. Perhaps, there were certain situations that played out where you felt like you were alone, that you had no one else that you could rely upon. Maybe you saw some unjust and unfair situations play out, and you always felt like you wanted to correct them in some way, but you didn't or you couldn't. And you've always had some regret or some guilt around that. But it's asking you to release all of this, right? Because whatever you feel like was holding you back, or whatever you felt like you weren't able to do, or whatever you felt was your fault in some way, there was maybe a reason it happened the way it did. Maybe there was something that you couldn't have done at that time, or maybe there was something that you learned and picked up and decided was a fact when it wasn't. It was based on the reactions of others around you, or what was said to you at a young age, things like that, right? So not everything is what it seems. So it's good to challenge and question those beliefs that we hold, especially about ourselves, ones that are negative, limiting, or detrimental to us in some way. But whatever these situations are, or these beliefs are, thought processes, behaviors, let it all go, because you are awakening to your true aspect. Well, you really are. And once you tap into that, you'll realize what energy you truly have and what you truly can give, right? So the more you tap into that energy, the less fearful you'll be, the less weak you will feel, the less doubt you'll feel as well, I think, personally. Okay, so let's have a look in regards to the tarot. So the first card you got is the Lovers in reverse. So more Gemini energy here. You could be very well connected with a Gemini or have it in your chart. But regardless, I feel like with us coming out of Gemini season and you and us stepping into the season of Cancer, you started to realize certain things about yourself, that maybe the way you viewed yourself, because I feel like a lot of this is to do with how you look upon yourself, and how you question maybe the connections you had in the past and how they played out and what you feel like needs to happen moving forward. But either way, I feel like you're understanding that, some connections are not meant for us actually, and for the long term, right? So that's why certain ones played out the way they did. Maybe you felt some guilt that you weren't still in touch with certain people, or that certain people left your life abruptly, or you removed yourself from certain environments or connections that you didn't feel was healthy for you. But there's no need to feel any guilt surrounding that, okay? Because the ones I feel like you're kind of investing more of your time and energy now into are better serving the frequency that you're tapping into, to the version of yourself you're becoming, right? Because you're constantly evolving, right? So the kind of connections that you'll find yourself in will evolve also. And that's what I feel like is taking place. That maybe you're realizing that certain connections that you have in your life now are more aligned to where you're currently at, you know, energetically and, you know, in terms of your personal growth, right? With regards to the next card, then you have the Fool. So this is 0, okay? I don't know if it shows here, right? Yeah, you can see it says 0 here. This is 0, coming back to 0, starting a new beginnings, right? And this is it. I feel like in this aspect, it's you coming to 0 in the realization of what you truly are. You know, it's like a grand epiphany, like just being smacked with the knowledge. This is what you really are. And not being able to just hear it, but see it for yourself, like understand it on a really powerful, intuitive level. You're like, oh my gosh, like I didn't realize all this time, like this is what I truly am. This is what I can actually do. That all this time, the only limitations I had was those that I imposed on myself, right? So that's a huge epiphany to have. And it just means that, you know, you are then going to be free to walk in any direction you choose in. So that's really powerful. And again, any obstacle that you find along the way is still within your means to overcome. So that's another important thing to know, okay? And then finally, the last card you have is the Hermit. So more Virgo energy actually on the table, which is interesting because I had a lot of Virgo energy come up in a previous reading. So yeah, that's quite interesting. But obviously, yeah, anyway, moving on. So yeah, Virgo's energy here. You could have Virgo in your chart. But there's strong Gemini energy on the decks, on the table, so that could be more relevant. But either way, I'm just mumbling now. Moving on. I feel like what's being communicated here with the Hermit in reverse is that it's like what I'm getting from this is you don't need, why are you looking back? You're not going that way. That's literally what just came to the forefront for me. It's like, why do you keep looking back? You're not going that way. You're not headed that way. It's okay to do some introspective work, but this is more like mulling over things of the past. And it's like, that is not necessary this time. Of course, anything that needs reflecting upon that's going to help you release things from the past, release any limiting beliefs, pessimistic thoughts, detrimental thoughts and beliefs about yourself. Anything that makes you feel less than and that you can't do something, that needs to be looked at and addressed, of course. But now is the time to release yourself from the things of the past, the situations of the past, things that people may have said or done in the past, right? Because you are awakening to the knowledge of your true self. So, very, very potent, Taurus. Not gonna lie, that's very powerful. So I really hope that helps you. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. As I said, if you haven't already subscribed, please do. I'd love to see you here. And yeah, I will do your monthly reading very soon. So in the meantime, take care, and I will speak to you in a little bit. Bye. Okay, now I'm going to be going over to the sign of Virgo. So Virgo, let's see what comes up for you, first of all, in relation to the Isis deck. Wow, no messing around. I know you guys are really no bullshit, but that was intense. All right, so that came off that came out straight off the bat. So the card you got from the Isis Oracle deck is Scales of Balance, Ancient Tantra of the Soul. Amazing. So I'm going to read this from the booklet. I am aware of its meaning. This is a card that I have worked with several times, but I do like to refer to the booklet, especially because some of the other cards I'm not so familiar with. So I want to make sure you get the same treatment as the other signs by reading from the passage. Okay. Make sure you can see that. Sorry about the reflection. So, Ancient Tantra of the Soul. You are a tantrika, an initiate on the path of divine healing of the masculine and feminine, the two sacred polarities that are universal to human experience. As these energies come into mutual respect and balance, you attain great power, presence, and healing effect in the world of the soul and in the human world of forms here on this earth. You are supported in further exploring this path now under the auspices and blessings of beloved Isis. Amazing, right? So that's really talking about you being having this stabilizing effect on the masculine and feminine attributes, right? In mind, body, and spirit. So you're going to really do a lot of good by healing yourself, and that will also help to heal the collective. So some of you as well will be doing a lot of spiritual work in a greater sense, possibly to help heal the collective. If some of you are already embarking on that, if not, some of you may feel called to do that kind of work and may step into that arena. But awesome. So you may find yourself doing like things like yoga, a lot of meditation, breathing exercises, working with, energy clearing, realignments of the chakras and opening those up, things of that nature. But amazing. I love that. Okay. So let's have a look in regards to the Moonology then. So Virgo, the first card you got was your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Yeah. So you may have been very much, focused on the task at hand, trying to not only invest in your inner work, but also taking care of practical matters of the household, in your work environment, trying to find stability, maybe restructuring, reorganizing various aspects of your life so that things function better, so there's a better work-life balance, because that is going to be very important with this energy as well. So very good. I'm liking that. Next you have is full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. So this is something that may be coming up for you very soon, especially with this energy full moon in Cancer. So maybe over the next couple of weeks or so, you will find that whatever difficult situation you've found yourself in, or because as I say, I feel like you've been doing a lot of restructuring, a lot of inner work, a lot of problem solving when it comes to things of a practical nature, material nature. There may have been one specific situation that you found great difficulty in resolving. However, I feel like you'll have some information that will come in that will provide assistance with that. Perhaps you'll find a way in which you can navigate through that situation with, the means to create a positive resolution to it. Perhaps you'll receive assistance from someone else who is better suited to the task or has the means to assist you in that, so that you can fully resolve it, okay, whatever this situation is. Awesome. Okay, so let's have a look in regards to the Tower then. Wow, okay. So the first card you got, it's funny because Taurus got this in another position. The first card you got is the Fool. So with this being here, it's very much Aries energy, by the way. So you may be dealing with an Aries. But I feel like with this being here, it's like you're understanding that sometimes taking a new approach can be the best thing in order to resolve an issue. As I said, I feel like you've put a lot of work into something or into various aspects of your life. I feel like you may have been making significant changes, going in a new direction with this energy here, and trying things differently, having a new approach to it, which may be a little bit outside of your usual way of doing things. Well, of course, it's a new way of doing things, but you're not usually the first to jump up at an opportunity to basically approach your whole life very differently, right? That's not something you guys generally tend to do, generally. But in this case, I think you felt like it was necessary in some aspects of your life. So that's what you've been doing. You've been trying a new approach. You've been focusing on something new within your lifestyle, maybe your job, maybe you're changing your household, maybe you're redecorating, maybe you're, building, right? more foundations. Maybe there's been a restructuring at work. Maybe you're changing positions at work. It can play out many different ways. But I feel like there is this new adventure coming in. There's this new opportunity. Something is changing, but it's paying off. It's something that's going to provide you the support and the abundance and material stability that you've been looking for. So really, really positive. It's something that's going to serve you very well, pretty much, in a material sense. So the next card you got is the Queen of Cups. So water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be dealing with any of those signs, or that could be in your chart. Either way, I feel like what is being expressed here is that this energy that you're stepping into is allowing you to better manage your emotional self as well. So for example, with this difficult situation that you've had to deal with, right? It may have been very trying for you emotionally. It may involve people or situations that have tested you to the point where you felt like, you know, breaking down in tears, right? Because it's been emotionally taxing, it's been draining. But this new energy that's coming in is providing a lot of support and assistance with this feeling of being overwhelmed. It's allowing you to create emotional balance within yourself, emotional grounding as well. So whatever this new exercise you might find yourself partaking in, whether it's to do with energy clearing, breathing exercises, you know, deep meditation, yoga, things of that sort of nature, is going to help you stabilize your emotions as well, so that you can express yourself freely and you can love freely without being overwhelmed by the feeling, right? Or when things get difficult, you're not overwhelmed by the negative feelings. It's just creating a little more balance for you. Okay. And then finally, the last card you got is the Three of Cups in reverse. So this is water energy again. And with the full moon in Cancer, you could very well be dealing with a Cancer or have it prominently in your chart. But either way, I feel like what's being discussed here is that with the Three of Cups in reverse, yeah, there was something that you didn't see there being a positive outcome. You didn't see how you could possibly resolve it. It felt like the odds were stacked against you, and that whoever is connected with it did not want to deal with this amicably, right? That it was their way or the highway, pretty much. That there was going to be no middle ground, right? But either way, I feel like that is changing. All right, you might not be on the best terms with these people or this person, right? There might be more than one person involved, especially with the three here, right? You might not be on the best terms. However, you know, it can finally come to an end without it dragging on or without any negative energy still attached. You know, you can fully release it, whatever the situation is. But I feel like as well, it's like, it's just going to be cathartic. This finally coming to a resolution and being able to release it is going to feel very cathartic for you, because it's been preventing you from really being focused on the blessings that are coming in, because this has been hanging over your head for some time. But soon you're going to be able to finally release it and just enjoy the good things that are coming in for you at this time. So I really hope that helps you, Virgo. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found this useful, give it a thumbs up. As I said, if you haven't subscribed, please do. And yeah, we'll be doing your monthly reading very, very soon. So for now, take care, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Bye. So last but not least, we'll now be moving over. We'll finally be moving over to the sign of Capricorn. So Capricorn, let's see what's happening for you right now with this new moon transition. Ooh, nice. So you actually got the deck cover card, which is Divine Guardian, Protection of the Winged Mother. Amazing. I love this card. It's so beautiful. And can you see there's like a large full moon in the background? So that's interesting as well. Okay, so let's go over to... Amazing. I literally opened the booklet and it's the first page that I opened. So, all right then, let's get stuck in then. So the passage says, you are venturing through a time of significant spiritual growth and healing. There are many changes occurring internally and they will be reflected in your external world soon also. You are protected during these times by the love and strength of the winged mother, Lady Isis. You can relax and allow your transformation to happen. Let your divine guardian protect you now as you learn to let go and trust in your own unfoldment for the greatest good. Okay, awesome. So this is essentially saying surrender to the process, okay? That this is a part of your journey and that you're getting a serious amount of divine assistance within this, okay? Within this change that is currently taking place for you. So it's like, I feel like you guys are really gaining a lot of inner wisdom, particularly at this time. There's a lot of inner wisdom coming through. Your experience is showing, right? That's what I'm getting from this. Your experience is really showing and it's playing out for you in your environment, right? So people may even come to you for guidance themselves from you, right? And that you use that inner knowing, but also the divine assistance that's coming in to provide messages that's going to serve the highest good. So amazing. What an amazing energy. Okay. I get like, I just got owl, you know, it's like this wise owl energy for you. Amazing. Okay, so with regards to the Moonology deck, the first card you got was Gibbous Moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. Amazing. So there may be something that you've been working on for some time. You may have been putting, I feel like you've been putting a hell of a lot of work into yourself overall, but you may be really close to accomplishing something that you've been looking forward to and been waiting for some time, right? Something that you've invested a lot of yourself into. Something that may not just only serve yourself, but others as well. So interesting. What an amazing energy. But I feel like maybe at the time of the full moon, you'll then you'll begin to reap the rewards of that, right? And see how that, you know, the energies that you've been associated with and what you've been feeding all of this time, how that actually begins to play out in your situation at that time. So interesting. So the next card you have is the energies gaining momentum. Awesome. Waxing moon. So yeah, amazing. It's like you're kind of between phases right now, between things kind of coming together and something else forming in the background. I feel like this is separate to whatever it is you're about to accomplish, pretty much. So there's something that's coming together and forming and really is in tune with what it is you've been putting your time and energy and resources into. But there's something else that's kind of blooming in the background, something that's coming together that's picking up speed in the background. So it may even be a blessing that you're not aware of. Because you've put your time and energy and focus into something very positive, it's like you don't even realize that there's this beautiful reward that's kind of growing momentum in the background. Like the more you invest in this, the more of this comes into being. So that's beautiful. I really love that. You know, and it's something that's going to really assist you on this journey. Amazing. Okay, so we're going over to the tarot now. Hang on a sec. Got a bunch of cards trying to come out there. Okay. Wow, okay. All right. So, with regards to the tarot, the first card you got was the Star. So this is Aquarius energy. Could be relevant to you. regardless, this is the dream. This is the wish fulfillment. This is, putting the right ingredients into the pot to create the desired outcome, right? So this is what I'm talking about. You've been investing your time, your energy, and resources in the right place in order to bring this dream into fruition. And this is the confirmation that you're so close to it, words. You're close to it coming into fruition, okay? It's almost there. So amazing. Keep doing the good work. Keep putting that work in. Hold the faith, and you will see it. You will see it play out in your reality. So the next card you have is the Four of Wands. So this is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So what's being communicated here is that you are being assisted in providing a very powerful foundation for yourself, something very transformative that's going to allow you to create essentially a new reality for yourself and others. You're going to have an important part to play in that, right? I mean, we all have our own role here, whether people realize it or not. We're all feeding into this reality every moment, every day, right? But you stepping into this energy, you getting this divine assistance, powerful divine assistance, you utilizing your wisdom for the benefit of all, is going to help bring about this significant change. You're helping to create this new reality, essentially. Interesting. That's really amazing, though. Okay, and then the last card you got is the Empress in reverse. So pretty much Taurus energy. But with it being in reverse here, I feel like you might be reminded that it's not all about just what you put out, but it's also about what you give back to yourself, right? And because you've been putting so much out into this work, I mean, of course, you've been doing a hell of a lot of inner work, but I mean, all of this abundance is coming in not only to assist others, but there's also going to be a lot of abundance coming in for you to remind you that you are deserving of it as well. That you are of the Empress energy, even if you don't realize it. But slowly you will come to realize that. But it's like those blessings are coming back tenfold and you don't even realize it. And you're deserving of it as well, which you also don't seem to really realize yet, but maybe one day you will. So that's really beautiful. I love this for you, Capricorn. That's amazing. So just keep going. I mean, you're doing amazing work. You have no idea how much of an effect you're having on the world right now, but just keep staying, stay the course, keep moving forward. Don't forget to, give yourself some, love as well and some support because you're deserving too. And, don't be afraid to reach out and connect with others and, get that support when it's needed for you too. So I hope that helps you anyway. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And yes, we'll look at your monthly reading very soon, within the next few days. But for now, I'm sending you so much love, so much encouragement, wishing you the best, all of you. And I will speak to you guys very soon. But have a great weekend, or what's left of your weekend. Really use these energies to supercharge this positive flow that's coming in. And I'll speak to you soon.